And that breaking news right now, we're getting in some pictures here of a tree that fell into an apartment in the North Highlands area of Sacramento County. And that is a big one there. This is from Sacramento Metro Fire. This is the area of Andrea Boulevard. No injuries reported so far. The county building department has been requested to come out and evaluate the structure there. We have crews in Live Tracker 3 heading that way right now, and you can see them making their way through traffic right now on Business 80. So as soon as they can get set up to that site where the tree is and down, we'll try to see if we can talk to some folks on the ground to see how they're doing and what they're going to do now about removing that tree, if they can even get started on that tonight. Well, that's just part of our weather coverage. We've been seeing hazards on the roads, like there's another tree coming down in the roadway. This one on Interstate 80 through Solano County. Dash cam video here from a viewer as they approached that tree in the eastbound lanes. This was just past the 505 exit north of Vacaville. No vehicles were hit. The Highway Patrol sharing this image of the tree that wound up blocking 2 lanes, and no word yet when all of the roadway there will reopen. So a lot to go over for you tonight. Thanks for being with us tonight at 6. I'm Golston Dart.
And I'm Andrea Flores. We're tracking a big impact expected tonight from the snow. Roads are starting to get slick in the Sierra. The Highway Patrol responded to this crash on eastbound I-80 at Soda Springs. The driver is okay, but officers say this is a reminder to be careful, especially as the storm moves in. We saw snow really start to come down along Interstate 80 in Soda Springs earlier today. You can see it piling up there on the sides of the roadway. Right now, chains are required from eastbound Kingvale to Truckee and westbound from Donner Lake to Eagle Lake. And it's been more of a slush traveling on Highway 50 through the Sierra with rain and a little bit of snow coming down. No chains are required there right now.
And for the lower elevations like Colfax, we've been seeing some wet roadways there and some winds. But even at that elevation, they're getting ready for some snow tonight. And as for the rain, well, that started coming down hard and fast in Sacramento's Doco area just about 4 this afternoon. So we have live team coverage lined up for you tonight with our crews in the Valley, the Sierra, the foothills, showing you the live conditions. Let's start, though, with meteorologist Heather Waldman. So let's talk about what's going on right now.
Yeah, and for the Valley, the heaviest rain and the strongest winds have now moved out. It is going to continue to rain steadily from Sacramento down through the San Joaquin Valley for essentially the rest of the evening. Also just a really soggy night into the foothills, but the winds not nearly as fierce as they were even just an hour ago. We had Stockton and Modesto gusting close to 40 miles per hour. We had gusts over 50 at the airport in Placerville. So that's some good news. The wind is no longer going to be an issue in the Valley. But look at this. Now that that line of heavy rain that we were tracking for you at 4 and 5 is moving into the Sierra, that's the loop over the last hour as that rain snow line moves from the right side of your screen to the left side of your screen. That's how we see it moving down the hill. Last check, it's now down below Blue Canyon. So here's a closer view. Blue Canyon kind of just up here above the Drum Forebay area. That snow level is going to continue to drop down close to 3,000 feet later on tonight. Still waiting for the snow level to fall here along Highway 50. This is also a 1-hour loop, but it is nice to see that the snowfall rate is at least starting to pick up over Echo Summit. So earlier today, the snow level was at about 6,000 feet. It was really stubborn, too. It made for relatively easy travel. That's going to change this evening and into tonight. The snow level on its way down to 3,000 feet. Here's how much we're expecting between now and this time tomorrow. Up to 3 feet of snow over the summits. Blue Canyon, it's now snowing. You'll see anywhere from 18 to 24 inches and around a foot of snow in places like Pollock Pines and even down towards Twainhart. So big snow now. We've got a second system coming our way Friday. More rain and more snow for the Sierra. We'll talk more about those impacts in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Heather, thank you. The Sierra Avalanche Center in Truckee issuing this backcountry avalanche warning for the greater Lake Tahoe area. A period of high avalanche danger is expected into tomorrow morning.
Going to those higher elevations now, we have KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer live along Interstate 80 in Soda Springs. And Leanne, looks like it's coming down right at an angle, right towards you right now.
And right on schedule. We really just noticed this shift as we were getting out of the car and getting our shot set up. It's like, wait a minute, this snow's really picked up quite significantly. And you can see it just on the ground. If I just give it a little kick here, you know, it looks like there's a 4 or so inches of snow on the ground. It's good to see, though, Interstate 80 just behind me here. We can see some of those big rigs that are moving, but we really haven't seen too much traffic. This is one of those spots that we come to when we want to show you the conditions, but it's not a whole lot going on in this gas station right now other than all this snow coming down. And for a different angle, you can just kind of see how it's blowing up near those trees there and just really coming down. Caltrans says that they have their crews out. They've brought in some extra folks down from the valley, brought them up into the Sierra to make sure that they're keeping a close eye on all of the conditions. And they're really asking people to follow those same procedures that you're so used to at this point. I'm sorry, I'm getting pelted right now. But if you are going to be out and about in the Sierra, you're going to want to pack your supplies, make sure you give yourself lots of space and time. But really, I think at this point, if you can avoid it, we want everyone to go ahead and be safe. We'll send it on back to you.
Yeah, that's not the kind of weather you want to drive in, you want to be out in. Leanne, I know you're getting hit in the face with the snow right now. That's just really an indicator of how much it's coming down there.
Pretty good illustration. All right, thanks, Leanne. Well, let's check in with Andres Valle, who's on Highway 50 near Strawberry. And Andres, we can see you're getting some of that horizontal snow too.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually probably for the best. I deserve it at this point because during the 4 o'clock hour, we are dealing with a lull. The snow was kind of stubborn. We saw some snow up towards Echo Summit, but it was more of a grapple. But now it's truly coming down. So let's take it over to the ground right now and show you that we're finally starting to see a little bit of ponding on the roadways. So as you take a look at Highway 50 here in Strawberry, this is right before Twin Bridges. Caltrans has just put chain controls up towards Twin Bridges. This is a look heading down the hill. Chain controls again are now in place. So those folks who are heading eastbound on US 50 have to put on chains once they get to Twin Bridges. So as you can see, as this car passes by, the roads are slick. So Caltrans is warning drivers to give yourself enough space between you and the car in front of you, especially if you see those Caltrans workers as well.
You want to give the person in front of you plenty of space because if they start applying their brakes, by the time you have to apply yours, especially going downhill, gravity takes over, you're sliding, and there's a chance that you could hit somebody from behind. And you want to give yourself ample space. You want to be patient. We're doing everything we can out here. We're trying to keep the roads as nice as we can. But when it does snow, it is slippery. Even if you have chains, even if you have all-wheel drive, even if you have the proper snow tires.
You know, all good advice from Caltrans right there. The roads are slippery, they're wet. But most importantly, if you have to travel in and out of the Sierra, bring those chains because conditions will continue to deteriorate as we go throughout the rest of the evening. So more than likely, those chains will be required even at lower elevations than what they are right now. So it's also important, again, have the extra water, the blankets, the food, because Caltrans can stop hold traffic for as long as they can to make sure those roadways are treated, because they have no intention on closing Highway 50, but they will hold it as long as they need to in order to make sure those road conditions are good for you to travel in. Reporting live here in Strawberry, I'm Andres Valle for KCRA 3 News.
Hey, thanks for hanging in there for us, Andres. Appreciate it.
Checking in on the lower Sierra now, we have KCRA 3 Cecil Hannibal. So you're in Colfax right now. How are the conditions? Doesn't look as dramatic as what we're seeing in the higher elevations.
Yeah, it's been kind of on and off with the rain. It's steady right now, but it was very heavy about 30 minutes ago. But I want to show you this right here. What we're looking at, we're kind of up. We're near where the exit is for Highway 80. You can see that the ponding right here. We're on the in this kind of little parking lot over here. You can see all that water flowing down. So there's a lot of water out here, a lot of rain, and the wind has been the big story out here in Colfax. I do want to remind folks, if you're heading up to the Sierra, if you're going down Highway 80, just know that this is one of those spots where Caltrans might shut down the highway if there's a lot of spinouts and crashes and they need to hold traffic. So if you're coming up this way, make sure you have blankets, food and water in your car, because if they shut down the road, who knows how long it could take before it's reopened. So make sure you have your patience, but also your supplies. But I mentioned that rain was very heavy about 30 minutes ago. I want to show you this video that you can see just how strong the rain was, but also the wind. I can't tell you how many miles per hour the wind was going, but I can tell you when you see that rain moving sideways, that is some strong wind for sure. So that's what we've been seeing out here, that rain picking up, getting heavy, but also getting lighter. But this is an area that it's in the lower Sierra, right? So people remember the Snowmageddon from 2 years ago. That's what they call it, where they saw a lot of snow. It caused a lot of havoc out here in Colfax. So people say so far this year they haven't seen any snow right here in Colfax, but they're preparing for snow right now. Another thing people are telling me is that, there's a lot of trees out here and that wind has been very strong. A concern is if those trees get knocked down onto power lines, people could lose power. So city officials are telling me to tell you, make sure that you have fuel and wood in case, like backups in case you lose power. Also make sure your devices are charged. Make sure you have non-perishable food and water to last for several days because this weather is nasty right now and you don't want to be stuck in the house without the necessary supplies. But I want to show you again, this is what we're looking at here in Colfax right now. This is where folks, if the highway gets shut down, you have to turn over here and stop at one of these gas stations until it gets reopened. But we have not heard about any shutdowns on this side of 80 so far. Just a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Live in Colfax, Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
It's certainly wet out there. Cecil, thank you so much.
Well, let's get on the road right now and hop on board Live Tracker 3. KCRA 3's Peyton Headley there in Live Tracker 3 on, let's see, 80 in Sacramento County. What's it looking like there, Peyton?
Yeah, we are on I-80 East, currently near Madison Avenue, slowly but surely heading to that tree that fell on the apartment complex in the northern part of the county. I'll flip the camera around to give you a look here. Definitely some wet roads. The rain is still coming down. We were sitting in some slowdowns, some backups for the last 5 minutes or so, but as time has it, it looks like we have kind of made it out of that traffic. But that was the case from I-80 to I-5 in both directions and, of course, through Midtown as well. And we have seen consistent rain across the valley this afternoon. We've seen pockets of really strong rain earlier, and it has since kind of slowed down. But that was the case from Midtown to Natomas and to Rio Linda. There we saw ponding on the sides of roads, some small tree branches down as well. There were also some small tree branches down in Midtown as well, along with some puddles where people maybe hadn't cleared the leaves away from the storm drains. But here on I-80, definitely some wet roads. You can kind of see some puddles off on the side of the highway where there's some dirt and some greenery as well. But currently where we're at right now, it is smooth sailing. We finally made it out of some of that backup, but yeah, windshield wipers, headlights on as this rain is still coming down. Back to you guys.
All right, Peyton, thanks for that. We'll check back with you when you get to that location where the tree's down.
And we'll continue tracking this system throughout the day and on the KCRA 3 app. We have a live weather blog with all of the information you need on chain controls, weather impacts, and more. Just turn on push notifications to get alerts sent straight to your phone. And you can also help us show the weather conditions across Northern California today. Take a picture or video of the rain and snow. We'd love to see it. Then go to kcra.com/upload. You can also scan this QR code right now on your screen, and you might see those photos and videos right here on one of our newscasts.